In this video, we will be sketching the graph of a hyperbola. So in the previous video, we saw that the horizontal asymptote was y is equal to 2, and the vertical being x equal to 0. We saw that a was positive, and therefore we draw in the top right and bottom left. We also know that we've got an x-intercept of -1 and 0. Therefore, we must draw through that line and that point. We label our point. Then we must discuss our domain and our range. So as you can see, our domain along the x-axis comes from -infinity from the left, stops when it gets to x is equal to 0. Therefore, we say x is not allowed to be equal to 0, and then continues on to positive infinity to the right. Our range subsequently goes from -infinity all the way up to 2, and then from 2 onwards up to positive infinity. So we say y is an element of the real numbers, and y cannot equal 2. So let's do another example. Let's sketch -4 over x plus 7. Instantly, we need to examine a. A is a negative number. We say a is less than 0, so it's in the second and the fourth quadrant. Step 2 is our intercepts. We need to say our y-intercept when x is equal to 0 and our x-intercept when y is equal to 0. So let's do our y-intercept first. We'll say x is equal to 0. So y is equal to -4 over 0, or x, plus 7. We know that this answer is undefined, and therefore this is not an intercept. However, it is an asymptote. So at 0, x is equal to 0, you have an asymptote. Let's quickly do our x-intercept. We say y is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to -4 over x plus 7. And so we then shift our 7 across, making it -7, -4 over x. On the right-hand side, you can drop the negative signs or just switch sides, and then multiply by x. There you go. So the x's cancel, and you'll have -7x on the left, equal to -4 on the right. Okay, and you'll be able to see that when you divide by -1 on the right, you must divide by -1 on the left. This gives you 7x is equal to 4. Now, x is equal to 4 over 7, and we therefore say 4 over 7 and 0 is our x-intercept. And our y-intercept is not actually an intercept, it's more of an asymptote. Right, now let's do our asymptotes. Our horizontal asymptote, when we have y is equal to -4 over x plus 7, we see that when x is 0, you'll have y is equal to 7. So that's your vertical shift now. We say x cannot equal 0. Let's do our step 4. We'll plot this, so we say x is equal to 0, that goes down the middle, and then we'll say y is equal to 7 at an appropriate place on the graph. Label our asymptotes. We know that we've got a negative a, so we're looking at the top left and the bottom right. We're not going into too much detail about how close these graphs will be from the axes, but it is important to know, and you can always go back to the previous videos. So now our domain is all of our x values. The x is an element of the reals because it comes from -infinity, stops at 0, continues on to -infinity. So we just say x cannot equal 0. And then our range would be y all the way from negative infinity, stops at 7. So we say y cannot equal 7, and then continues up towards infinity. Our axis of symmetry would be y is equal to x plus 7 and y is equal to negative x plus 7.